No way.
Dang.
No way. Okay, we wasting film. Let's go. Let's start again.
Oh man.
All right, we changed locations.
Change locations, guys, cause like, is it recording on that one too?
I think so.
Dang.
Oh. Good bullshit, man. Okay.
Yo.
Let's lock in.
All right, let's lock in. So, we cozy community. Welcome back to another edition of the Real Cozy Podcast. You know what I'm saying? We got a vet in here,
Not
as we
Ricky,
said
I'm
before.
a vet.
Big Nia,
Big Nia, not the little one.
never the little one. But
This nigga went and got a snack.
damn, Nick said we're in his establishment.
In his home.
You feel what I'm saying? That's really crazy.
That's insane.
Nigga came back with some Doritos and a Coke.
Coca-Cola.
A Coca-Cola.
You ain't even offer niggas.
Then
no
he's-
no
Trey.
hospitality. No
It's cool.
offering.
You feel what I'm saying? He was eating cotton candy before, so you know what I'm saying?
Okay, my bad.
Understandable. Nia, I just want you to let these people know, like, what you was listening to this morning.
Okay, y'all, I was in a Trey Songz mood. You'll kind of see it in the little clips before, but you know, I was singing, whoa, never, 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 never,
Stop
never.
Nah, yo. I don't know if I want to do an icebreaker, but I think I'm gonna do one just cause.
I'm scared.
It's cool.
All right, cool. Let's go.
Okay, so this is a basic question for real. So, in your opinion, who do you when you was a kid watching Disney and stuff like that, like, who had the best intro? I'm gonna tell you who had it, but I'm gonna let you go first though.
Either Kim Possible
Yeah,
or
okay, that's solid.
That's So Raven or
Okay,
Corey in the House.
I wasn't even thinking about Corey.
Corey in the House went kind of crazy.
Corey Baxter. I'm gonna say mine's is straight Proud Family.
Okay, that's
Come on now.
everybody. That's everybody's though.
Family every single day and night. Even when you start acting like a fool, you know I'm loving every single thing you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, Destiny's Child really had niggas in a
Shout out
chokehold
to
on that.
B.
Shout out, huh?
Shout out to B.
And shout out to
The rest of them.
dang. And was it Latoya?
The
And,
rest of them.
Kelly.
Kelly. Was Michelle in the group at this
Michelle?
point? I don't think.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't really know the logistics of that.
Original Destiny's Child.
What about
I believe.
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody?
Cool. White.
Sorry.
Sorry.
You just said Kim Possible as one of your people.
Okay.
JJ. Yo, y'all should
That
see one
was a lot.
one of our producers in the back, bro.
Just did a somersault.
No, for real. Dang. Okay. That was a cool little list.
That was cool. You know.
I mean, I don't know. Kim Possible was cool. Yeah, I gave you Kim Possible.
Okay,
I
thank
don't
you.
think I would get.
That's so Raven. That's so Raven.
I don't know the words. I don't know. Okay. Another icebreaker question that I want to bring to the table. And this may get us started sparking up
Oh God.
on some good convo. Stop acting like you don't know what's going on.
Okay,
the
I
Real
haven't.
Cozy-
First of all,
Let them know.
I haven't been here in a year. Just putting that out there. Oh, I haven't been here in a year. My bad.
Come on, that's your camera.
My bad.
That's
I
your
haven't been
camera
here in
over
a
there.
year. No, actually 2 years. I had dark
Oh, yeah,
hair the
2
last time
years.
I was here. I'm not used to being on camera. I'm normally behind the camera. So
Yeah, he was
yeah.
our executive producer, guys.
I was the OG producer before y'all. I'm just playing.
No, but one of the icebreaker questions that I want to ask is, do you need something more than money to have a complete life?
Yes, I need to feel fulfilled every single day. Like
How you get that though? How do you, what does Nia's fulfillment look like?
I need to wake up every day and feel that I have a purpose in this life. And my way of feeling like I have a purpose is servicing others or like showing up for others in some capacity.
Okay. So do you do like, damn, I can hear me smacking this gum. And I know they gonna hear it. But Like, so do you be doing community service?
Yes, I do community service, but even my jobs that I do get paid monetarily for are centered around helping and assisting others, from production and media, from
Love that.
coaching children. I've been coaching for the last 7 years of my life.
Volleyball.
Volleyball. To just community outreach that I do. I volunteer at my church. I help with the children's choir. I do just different things in my community to stay active. Because it's important. Like, I feel wherever you harvest from, wherever the ground you grow from, you've got to make sure you replenish the soil that you harvested from. So I think it's extremely important that whatever I do, to some degree, I'm giving back or servicing others.
Yeah, I feel the same way, because I thought, like, coming to school, I just had to come to school and get a good job and just make money. That's what I was thinking. I think it wasn't until we got into the pandemic where it was like, what do I really want to do, and how do I really want my impact on the world be, to be more than just I got a lot of money. Like,
and what I found is money can be very isolating and lonely.
Right.
In it, like, as the more success that you reach monetarily, I feel like the more isolated you become. So in that regard, like, I don't think I could ever get to a point. I don't think I would ever want to reach a point where money is my driving factor, because I don't think I would miss the community element, the people element, and that's kind of where I thrive at.
Yeah, I feel like for me, when I think of like a purposeful life, it's like, what do I want to do in the world that I wouldn't even mind not getting paid for?
But my purpose isn't derived by earthly things. It comes from God. And so that's something that I think a lot of people kind of separate from the two. What is your purpose, or how do you align yourself? But for me, it comes from, I know what He placed me here to do. So it's naive of me to not act within what He has for me.
Right. So you feel like God has given you your purpose yet? Do you feel like you found that yet? Or like, are you still looking, or not even looking, are you still like experiencing what your purpose might be? Because I know you said like you do the community service, you teach kids with the volleyball coaching and stuff like that. Do you feel like you're gonna be in that space, or like it's something else?
God has a sick sense of humor. Okay,
Yo,
like,
He does.
He has a sick sense of humor, and what I mean by that is, as much as I try to lean on my own understandings or do my own thing and kind of find my own way and figure out what He has for me, He will continue to show me why He's placed me in the rooms that I've been in. And what I mean by that is, like, everything I've done up until this point is aligning me for whatever He has for me. I can't say that I know exactly what it is, or I know exactly what my purpose is, but every room I've been in, there's a lesson that I've learned, but also there's something I've imparted upon those rooms, and being a vessel in those rooms for Him. So I think that's the bigger thing, not knowing the big picture, but understanding that each room that I'm in is a detail to the picture.
Okay. So now, speaking on that, do you agree with the question that we all get asked when we were little? Like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Do you feel like that goes away at a certain point in time?
No, I think it's a great, valid question. I think it allows us to think introspectively about ourselves, and allowing ourselves to really kind of visualize how we see ourselves. Now, when you start getting into purpose and what you plan, those are two totally different things. And I think we can plan for everything in the world, and I think without a plan,
for real,
you kind of find yourself waywardly going throughout the world. So you need some form of plan or some idea of what you want. But I think, like I said, God has a sick sense of humor. He'll laugh at your little plan.
Hey, what the old head say? You want him at the Lord laugh? Tell him what you got planned. Cause I know he be laughing at me.
Yeah, he got jokes.
He laughing at me crazy. Like, oh, you thought you were supposed to be over there? Psych.
Psych. You thought.
Like,
you thought you were supposed to teach? Psych. You thought.
You thought you were supposed to be a bio major, a music major? Psych. Bro, because it's like, and I totally agree. Like, God puts you in those spaces where it's like, you may think that you need this. But like, and He may give it to you like to taste it a little bit. Yeah. But I feel like He does that purposefully to like, all right, if you do this, let's really see if you like really want to do this. Because obviously we got free will, you know what I'm saying? God's going to put us in situations where we got to make the decision and stuff like that. So do you feel like you ever made like the wrong decision?
I don't think there's ever a wrong decision, because I think every decision that you made either brings you closer or you have a clear understanding of why it's not for you. And so
that was
from what I've understood from even my, I won't even say bad decisions, but my questionable decisions.
Okay, because
you
might have a lot of them.
Is that God will show you what's for you and what's not for you. And it's a level of comfort that you feel in those rooms. Like when it's time for you to grow and see something and seek something differently, you feel the shift in those rooms.
Right. I totally agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree. Chill.
Okay,
go to the bar a little bit.
Listen,
you know, we of age.
I'm making pot. This is how grown we getting. I make pot roast on Sundays, y'all.
And why I ain't never give an invite?
Okay, that's a whole. First of all, you never answer the phone, but never mind. We'll get into that.
You not? Okay, that's for another. That's for
I
off
always
camera.
answer you now, but
what you say? I always answer you now.
Okay, we all have a past. We all fall short. We all fall short.
No, but speaking of like speaking on purpose, you know, do you feel like everyone needs that season of isolation? I know we was talking about that earlier, and I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'm in that kind of season right now where I just need to not necessarily like take myself away from everybody, but I just gotta focus on me and like get my stuff together, because that goes in the aspect of like relationships and job, different opportunities and stuff like that. But I feel like you can't be ready for those opportunities unless you have put in that time for yourself. So how important is it for like that season of isolation, or do you feel like everybody needs that?
I would call it a season of stillness, because I wouldn't necessarily say isolation, because it looks different for every person. Like some people can function outwardly and be in every space and still figure out how their life is going to operate and what their next steps look like.
Right.
But I will say, in order to understand what your next steps look like, there's a level of stillness you have to have about yourself. And stillness is a level of focusness and a clearness about what your next looks like.
Right.
So I just say, especially for me, I'm starting to understand that the way you moving, sister, it's not it's not ultimately producing the person that you want to be.
Right.
So you got to take a step, dial it back.
Yeah, you know? Sometimes. So what does being still look like for Nia?
Being still looks like for Nia is being okay with not doing everything or not saying yes to everything. And
don't let that go.
If any of you guys know me from this peewee, I don't say no to a lot of opportunities.
Right.
And I feel like I found myself overextending myself and not allowing myself to fully devote my attention to every single thing that I was doing.
Right.
And so through that, I found myself not growing and being very stagnant. And that stagnant portion of my life just got me like, what am I doing?
Right.
So I took a semester off.
Did it.
Done it. We're back
now, though.
We're back. We're gonna finish, but I had to take a semester off. I had to refocus on. What's crazy is, even when I took my semester off, I went to school for real estate, y'all. I still got to get my state license. Like, there's the way I work at a mile a minute, and what I found is, by preoccupying yourself, you're pushing back your level of focus. Like, I didn't know, because I was doing all these different things, committing myself to all these different engagements, that I couldn't really hold up my end of the bargain. So
okay. So now I ain't gonna lie, the way I be setting these questions up,
they kind of flow
crazy. But in that, do you feel like, so we talked about purpose, stillness, you know, isolation, and how that may look for certain people and things like that. So in those things, do you feel like we may take life for granted sometimes? Like, we may think of like, oh, I'm gonna get a second chance to do this, or like seize an opportunity when you're supposed to.
I wouldn't say I'm prideful, but it's scary to say that you can't do something, at least for me.
Okay.
So when I see people who are like apprehensive about showing up in that way and like saying like, oh, I need help with this, or trying to make those relationships and, you know, forge those friendships and stuff like that to grow their business, it's not easy. So I wouldn't just sit up here and be like, do that, especially knowing what it looks like. My biggest note to people is just go at your own pace. Like, grow when you can grow, stay still when you can stay still, meet the people who organically come to you. But if you don't feel moved to do those things, don't do it.
Okay.
Bump them.
Bump. No, I want to segue a little bit.
Okay.
Because I seen this, mind you, I've been listening to Mariah the Scientist. Her new album, crazy.
I love it.
You listen to it?
I heard it. I haven't like heard it a couple times, but I heard it.
I done listened to this thing like multiple times already.
Okay, I like some of her songs in there, and then there's some I'm like, girl, okay, this was not for the project.
Did you watch the interview?
I did, and it gave me a lot of perspective about her process in creating it. So I understand her thought process. But
really smart. Went to school for biology.
Yeah, sister is.
Then she said she's going back for biology and double major in engineering. She said she good with her hands.
I know that's right.
Hey,
shout out to her.
Shout out to Mariah. No, but then I seen another post by Andre 3000, right?
Oh my God, I love Andre.
Shout out to Andre. Shout out to you.
I want to meet you.
I think he got an album coming out soon.
I'm so excited. I saw that. Please, Andre, please drop the album.
Let it be true. But he was saying that.
Give me tickets.
Don't get her no tickets. No, but he was saying he had said that hip hop is money driven, and nobody is putting like real art into their albums. So I just want to bring that question, like, do you feel like that's kind of true, or is it true for like certain artists? Because I feel like with the Mariah the Scientist out with her album, I feel like she definitely put art into it, whereas though other artists are looking just for like a one stop shop, one hitter quitter.
Can we take this broader?
Let's go.
I realistically think all artists and creatives right now are missing that art component. And I think that art component comes from stillness. That goes back to the whole thing we talked about. Right. And I think because we're in this instantaneous age with people always expecting what's hot, what's trending, they're always trying to stay relevant. Nobody's getting to the bare bones of artistry. And artistry takes time. Bare bones. It takes experience. It takes you living life. It takes you going through things to create. And I think because of the climate in which we're in and everything is so fast, like our freaking phones, we get stuff every 10 seconds about different things
every time
here and there. I feel like people force their art versus letting it organically grow.
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's just like, and I always like not ask this question, but like I always think to myself, like, we don't really have, it's a select few now, but like we don't really have no songs that's really like, where were you when you heard this? Like when I asked my mother about like songs that was coming out like back then, her time, she like, man, I was here with my homegirls. We was all man. We heard it. We was like, oh my God. And then they get to talking about, man, we heard it on the radio. You better have a tape recorder in there or a tape so you can record the song. I'm like, yo, like we don't have. I'm not saying that we don't have, but it's very few. It's slim. We don't have no music like that.
Man, look, okay, what I listen to on a daily basis is Keisha Cole, Faith Evans, Jodeci, Jagged Edge, Cisco.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, like that's what I'm listening to on a daily. So like, and when I joke with my friends, I said, niggas ain't cried about they bitch lately. Ooh. And that's the problem. Okay.
Hold up. That made me sit up one time. Niggas ain't cried about
they haven't cried. They haven't been outside the house with a boombox. Like, y'all want to be so fake hard and put on
cry about friends. Your bitch, nigga. Cause you know you love her, nigga.
That's the thing. Like, we need niggas singing on tracks again, holding their chest, standing in the rain. Like, we're missing all of that.
Standing in the rain is crazy.
No, I'm being so for real. Like, think about some of the baby making music from back in the day. Think about it. Niggas is not doing what they were doing back in the day. It seems like you're ready.
No, you right.
But I'm just saying, like, it's not the same. Oh,
we
okay.
got
Tag you in. Go ahead.
we got
Let's
some
go.
static in the cozy background.
You say all that, right? Yeah. But the chivalry that men show to chivalry isn't known today because it has been turned into being corny.
Shout out to the chivalry niggas.
That's right.
Right? And so, wait, I'm not done because I'm still speaking. And so when you keep doing that chivalry stuff and keep being told you're a corny nigga because you keep doing that chivalry stuff, you then turn into that person that's not doing that chivalry stuff anymore. Where now women want the chivalry stuff at a growner age, but when I was doing it at a youngin', it's like now my brain is like women don't like this shit, but women really do like that shit now.
My question to you is, who told you it was corny?
Ooh.
Was it the women you were trying to talk to, or was it outside people?
The women I was trying to talk to.
They wasn't ready.
But 9 times out of 10, what I found is recently is men stop doing things because they've heard how it looks outside, like from outside looking in. Like they don't want to like love on their woman. They don't want to treat their woman because their homeboys think, nah, man, it's not worth it. Like she not even worth it because of their own traumas that they haven't dealt with. So
you feel like people like implement their own traumas onto
that's
other
the
people?
reason why dating is the way it is right now.
Dating is fucked up.
It's bad.
Oh, let me stop cussing.
Yeah, no, we're trying to keep it peace. I'm sorry, I started with niggas and bitches. That was my bad.
I forgot.
We were doing so good too.
We was. We might as well keep that shit going.
Keep it rolling.
We did already.
I know, but
no.
I just think it is the way it is because of, once again, this culture around like social media. Everybody's always constantly watching what the next person is doing, and nobody's living authentically in their own truth. Like I feel like everybody's trying to live for a moment and not living in a moment, and those are two different things.
Ho. Say that one more time.
Everybody is living for a moment and not living in the moment.
Yeah, that's gonna be the title of the podcast. That's gonna be the title. Devon, yo, if y'all don't know, man, one of our producers, Devon, he does our camera work, making sure everything flow. Shout out to him. He knows when the titles come. I be thinking about like, yo, what we gonna title this episode? He be saying that's the title. So that's gonna be say it one more time.
And you lost me.
People are I got it. People are living for the moment and not in the moment.
Yeah, around that beat.
beat.
You know, you get the greatness once. It can't come twice.
Damn sure can't come 3 times. That's you, Jordan.
No, that's Steph. Steph is 3.
Michael Jordan won 3 championships back to back.
Okay, cool. My bad.
Come on now.
My bad. I was
she
thinking 3. Focus. Focus. I'm sorry.
Yo, did you see?
Focus, yes. Focus. Niggas are easy.
Huh? Stop it. I'm not an easy nigga.
Okay, continue.
No, let's talk about that.
We not talk about that. Bye. Because you don't want to know.
I'm not easy. Why you feel like niggas are easy? I like how we segued into that. Huh?
It doesn't take much. For women, it really doesn't take much. I show up every day looking the way I do, and I still get who I get.
No, okay.
There's no effort.
That's a big flex.
But it's the truth. There's no flex.
I mean, I'm saying it's a flex in itself.
Oh, okay. Maybe it is, but that's my truth.
I mean, I don't think I'm easy. It take more for me. I'm talking for me now, cozy community. I'm not talking for everybody. This for cozy.
Like 0.9% of men, 99 are going every time.
So basically, you feel what I'm saying? It's gonna take more than just looks to catch my attention. Dig what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie. So I seen this thing on Instagram, right? And it was like this girl did like a reel or something, but she did a reel of like the books she was reading. That caught my attention.
Okay, I think there's a distinction.
Girl, you're reading?
There's
You're reading a book?
But I think there's a distinction though.
Right here?
Catching your attention and keeping your attention. Ooh. Those are 2 different things. Because that caught your attention.
It did.
But did it keep your attention?
I went to her page.
Huh?
Yeah.
Her?
No.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
You
That's
talking
what I'm.
about
Yeah.
That was just like a quick.
exactly. That's catching, but that's catching your attention though.
That's just for a long.
Once
That's
it-
for a
that's
short
what I'm
term, not
trying
a
to-
long time.
But see, do you see the distinction I'm bringing?
But I'm
Catching
saying
your attention and keeping your attention are two different things.
right. But where I'm gonna go is where it's keeping my attention. Not
That's
just
that's
catching.
what the whole point I'm saying.
Okay. Okay.
We here.
Yeah.
We here.
Yeah. So I was just like, it was just cool. I feel like it was just cool seeing a woman on Instagram posting something other than her body.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, I feel like women are stuck into this realm. Like, you gotta flaunt what you got. What they say on what they say on the Players Club, you better use what you got, get what you want, or something like that.
Oh, for sure. I still stand on that. 100%.
Wow.
And the reason why I say this is
You said
everybody
she's
can't
standing on
listen.
business.
Everybody cannot lean into that. But as a woman that works in a predominantly male industry, they think we're dumb. So you bat your eyes, you smile, you laugh at their jokes, and you just weasel your way to where you want to go. You utilize that as a tool.
Show me your fake laugh.
Oh my God, you're so funny. Like, you're the funniest person ever.
Do it one more time.
What you do? You're hilarious. And it works every time. Like, they're...
They think they go.
And then there's let me tell you like how crazy it is.
They
sometimes.
think they Riz is
like,
crazy with you.
But let me tell you how crazy it is sometimes. Like sometimes there are men who only do things because they're attracted to you. Like there's just some spaces like I need some stuff done. And they might drag their feet with the next person. But for me, okay, I got it right now. I'm getting up quick.
That space where you've been like, oh, I gotta move. Like vice versa, I gotta move with a purpose with a nigga. You ever
No.
Damn.
No.
She stood on business with that.
There's never been a situation where I felt as though a man got me going like this.
You feel like I ain't gonna. That's
not professionally.
well. You said he was acting up, so
Don't. Go ahead. Just go. Go ahead.
what?
I already know where you're going. Keep going.
What you mean?
Just keep going. Keep rolling. He's starting stuff, y'all.
I'm not gonna disclose nothing, but
I wouldn't tell you even if you asked.
yeah, that's maybe we gotta make a Patreon so we
Patreon pay to see this.
no, we gotta make a Patreon for sure. But no, I just want
The A6 are hard, by the way. Sorry.
ASIC sponsor me, please.
The feats today are just insane. Just putting that out there.
Just putting that out there. You feel what I'm saying? I want to acknowledge a quote of the day.
Okay, quote of the day. Let's get
Quote
it.
of the day. It says, and it reads, "The function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically."
Ooh.
Shout out to MLK.
Shout out to MLK. But literally,
No, for real. So how you feel about that quote? That's what I was going to get to. How you feel about the quote?
I am such a proponent of education. Like, through and through. Like, I feel like it is your duty to educate yourself daily on something.
Shout out to the research department on the quote.
Yeah. So I definitely think you have to value education for yourself, not as something that's ingrained in you as in terms of schooling and things as such, but something feeding your mind on a daily is something that everyone should value.
Feed your mind on a daily. That's what I'm saying. When I seen Shorty on Instagram,
it was beautiful.
and them books, it's like, yo,
It was beautiful.
48 Laws of Power.
That's a book.
Man, what?
That's a book.
You reading that?
That's a book.
On your spare time.
That's a book. That is
You
a book.
feel me? And I'm in the space of reading that right now. Like, really opening up my mind on like, bro.
I just finished a book. And
What
it was
book?
on boundaries. It was a self-help book.
Okay.
I get you the
Shout
title.
out to the self-help book.
No, they're very beneficial, especially
sure.
a person that doesn't slow down enough to think about their own thoughts. Like
Mhm.
a book that really distracts you but also keeps you focused on what your goals are is
Right.
very beneficial.
So
yeah.
speaking on, you know what I'm saying, the quote that we just read about, you know, education, how important that is. For us going to HBCUs,
Mm-hmm.
right? Would you want your child to go to an HBCU?
Ooh. Ooh.
Hold on, I hear a little static in my.
Okay.
Like,
Oh, you good?
hold on.
We good?
Yeah, we straight.
Okay. This question is twofold for me. I would love for my kid to go to an HBCU, but I understood what my experience at a HBCU has looked like, and I would understand if my child got an opportunity at another university that made sense for their circumstance. So I love my HBCU through and through.
Right. Shout out to CAU.
Shout out to big CAU.
Shout out to Morehouse.
Shout out to Morehouse. Shout out to Spelman.
Shout out to
AUC.
Spelman. Shout out to the AUC.
Oh, Morris Brown is back.
Morris Brown back, full effect.
Okay. And you can't say nothing about my school. But I understand what this is a grind. This is not for the faint of heart. You have to have the tenacity and the withstand to experience the adversity that you face at HBCUs, because it's not easy. I haven't heard one person say their HBCU experience is just easy.
It's never.
Because you have to deal with certain things that you necessarily wouldn't have to deal with at other institutions.
So many things that you felt that you shouldn't even, like, you shouldn't have to.
Yeah, and I've had both experiences.
Housing.
Like, I've gone to a PWI and then I've gone to an HBCU, and I've seen the stark differences. But there's a core value that you can only get here.
Right.
And there's a level of pride, there's a sense of boldness as a black person, what it means to be black, what it looks like to be an educated black person.
Right.
It's something that you can learn in other places, but the experience is so unique here that it's not.
It's like unmatched.
You can't match it. There's no other space that you will ever be in your life where you are the majority. You're the majority, but there's so many different elements of black people within
right,
HBCU.
right.
Like, there's not just one type of black person.
It's not
We're not a monolith at all.
at all.
So
No, but dang, we coming to the end.
oh no,
Of the
I've had such a
podcast.
fun time.
You know what I'm saying? It's lit over here. It's
I
lit.
know.
It's lit with the
I
coolest.
missed
I
you.
missed you.
I missed you. This is fun.
But
You make me want to start a podcast.
you know what I'm saying?
I couldn't do this every week, though. I'm not gonna lie.
We don't do it every week. Do it every other. You know what I'm saying? But I want to leave with this closing question, and the closing question is: does seeing your circumstance affect your action? And I say that, and I want to get a little. So, like, for me, seeing where I come from asserted me to, like, want to have change and wanted to get out of where I was. Like, I wanted to get away from Baltimore and look at something, like, because it's some people in my city that's never seen nothing but the walls of Baltimore. Like, they never been to another state, never been out the country, or whatever the case may be. So it's like, I wanted more for myself. So, like, do you feel like your circumstances that you look at affect your actions? And that can be in any space.
To speak on my experience growing up, I saw my parents grind. So I saw them go from not having much to having a decent amount, a comfortable amount. So I'd say I think your circumstance definitely shows you what you have access to.
Right.
And I think every child should have the experience of seeing more than what they're exposed to in their own environments. But I will say your circumstance does not define your outcome, if that's your question, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I like
so
how you did that.
So your circumstance, where you are presently, does not determine where you might be in 10 days,
Right.
20 days, 20 years. Like,
Yeah.
so allow yourself to grow and take different shapes in every season of your life.
Allow yourself to grow close to the community. You're going to end on, I think that's a good place to end.
Yeah.
For real. Allow yourself to grow, because, you know what I'm saying, that's what life is for. I feel
Be
like
kind to yourself. That's the biggest thing.
life is the best teacher.
Life is the best teacher.
You know how
but-
much money I done gave life?
Real, but life is the best teacher, but don't let life teach you. And that's the real thing.
No, for real, yeah. Yeah, we got in on that. Is there anything you want to shout out before we get out of here?
Shout out to mom and dad. Love you guys. You guys have raised a beautiful black young woman. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to, like, all my friends. Shout out to TJ in the cozy community. I love you guys. This is This feels like home.
It is home. Thank you for tuning in to the Real Cozy Podcast. Another edition, you know what I'm saying, with a vet. You know what I'm saying? She was here from the start.
Yeah. I miss you guys, for real. It's been a
No,
minute.
for real. I'm glad that you got to get back on here.
Yep.
I think you're the first person that probably was back for the second time.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I get new people every time now.
Shut up.
Yeah.
He's big leagues now. I'm scared of him.
No, but make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram at Real Cozy Podcast.
Yeah, follow the
You
kid.
know what I'm saying? It's just like that. You dig?
We out.
We out here.